That's my 2020 survivors. I hope y'all doing better than me. I was supposed to, or I wanted to do the birth of the hoagie today, or rather tonight, because I wanted to try out, hopefully, which would have been my new tripod coming from Amazon. But I've been dealing with them ever since Saturday. I guess y'all can tell something wrong because I'm laying down, leaning over. I'm just exhausted. But anyway, make a long story short, but it's going to be long. Saturday, well, for a while I've been looking off and on for a freezer. Really, I don't even want a freezer. But because I'm doing these videos and because what's going on out here, I think that's the best thing for me to do. So I was looking around for a freezer in places I'd been going to. They didn't have any. So I thought about Amazon. So I just wanted like a five cubic feet. I think that's the size I had before about a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and it went bad. So I just said, well, I really don't need another one. My refrigerator freezer is big enough. But now, like I said, I think it's best time for me to get one. So I was on Amazon. I got Amazon Prime, y'all. And I was on there and I seen, that they had freezers. So I went to the clearance and I found one for $91. Even though I was kind of skeptical because I said, if I get this now for $91, I wonder how long it's going to last, and all that. So I said, even if it lasts for at least a year, I'll be good as long as my food don't go bad. Let me know ahead of time. anyway, I put in for that. Plus, I'd already have some other things on there, but I put them in the what's saved for later box, because those were specifically different things I was picking out, like different seasonings and different types of noodles and all that. And I put it in, put it aside. It'd been on there for a while because sometimes, you just want to decide, do you want this stuff or, whatever. So anyway, I put in for the freezer and I put all the other stuff aside, whatever. So then I text my bank card and I see that there was 6 cash payments. And all of them was for Amazon. So I called, yeah. So I called them, they told me the transactions. So I didn't know what was going on. I'm saying, what? Because first I had called my card and I seen my balance, so I knew that wasn't right. So anyway, that's when I, called the card and they told me where the 6 transactions had come from. So then I called. So they transferred me over to make the claim or what have you. And it would take them so long, so then I hung up and I decided to call Amazon customer service. They couldn't find anything. I read off all 6 of the transactions to them, all the amounts. They didn't seem to find anything. They didn't know. And before that, though, when I had put in the order for the freezer, they were saying to renew my card. Now, they already got my card number in the account. It's showing up. I'm looking right at it. So I didn't know what else to tell them, but I just did it all over again. So, one minute, it seemed like they were taking the money off for the freezer. Then the next minute, they were saying to renew my card or whatever. But, so, to make a long story short, though, they did these 6 cash payments. They say they don't know what's going on. They didn't say anything, but I can, just report it and make a claim. And all that was explained back and forth, which I already know about all that, which I already did. If they don't have my money or my merchandise. So the things now, this is so confusing. So what I'm trying to say is, even though they said you knew your card and it was, then the next minute it was rejected, but at the same time, I see where they had taken out also the amount of the freezer, plus the other things I didn't authorize to be taken off for. And even though they were saying my card was declined, I still see, starting from yesterday, I was supposed to receive one of the items that I had put in the save box. No, two of the items that I put in the save box. And even with that, I just said, well, I was going to get especially those two things, because one of them was another tripod that I wanted to use today to do the Hoagie video, the birth of the Hoagie, 1925. I know it's complicated, y'all, because it's complicated to me. So the two things, including the tripod, were supposed to come no later than 9 p.m. last night. So I'm waiting, nothing comes. And it's supposed to come by, the U.S. mail. Nothing comes. I guess it was around 10 o'clock. I got a message saying, apologizing because I didn't get my packages. And they said to call Amazon to find out when was the next delivery. So I was just too worn out to do all that. So I said I'll do it in the morning. But when I woke up this morning, it said that it would be delivered no later than 9 p.m. tonight. And you know how you have the tracking on your phone and you're following the tracking, which I've been doing since yesterday. And tonight up until like 9:30, sitting here looking stupid. And just following the tracking on my phone, and I see it getting closer, and it's right. If anybody knows about the tracking and how it works with online, and then the last thing is it has the lines, and then the last thing is the box. Well, it was an inch away, maybe even a half inch away from the box. I'd say around 9:30, and I'm still sitting downstairs looking stupid, looking from the door to out looking at from my window to my phone watching the tracking, because it was so close, but it was so close just to the last end of the straight line, if y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the last end of the straight line, because first it'll say, I think it's a processing, or I know it's three things. It's a processing, and then they tell you when they sent it out, and when it reaches its destination, or whatever way it goes. So it's at the end of the line. And then the last thing is that box. So since it was so close to the box, I thought it was coming tonight. And I wanted to show the Hoagie again while I did the video talking about how the Hoagie started. I haven't eaten my Hoagie. I'm still thinking about it. But because I love y'all, I'm saving it until tomorrow, because whether the tripod comes or not, I'm just going to do it. I got to do it. Whichever way I got to do it, as y'all can already see the way these videos look. But I am so upset because they took my money. They not sending me the main thing that I thought I was paying for, which was the freezer. That cost the most. But they're saying my card was declined, and renew my card, and I can't renew it any more than it was, but it's got the same numbers, and they got them. But if it was so declined, how is it that they took 6 cash payments for what? I don't owe them anything. Except for, I think it's like $6 or whatever for my Prime. It's like $6 or whatever for my Prime service. It's a month. It's, ever since Saturday, y'all, it's so confusing. And if you took my money, at least at least send me the 2 things, because as a matter of fact, if they took 6 payments for 6 different things, and one of them, like that $6 and something, was probably for my prime time monthly payment, which I got to go back into my box to my account and check to see what date it is, because Saturday, that was almost the end of the month. So I got to see what day. I hope y'all are following me, because I don't even know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. I just don't. I know it's holiday time, and I know people are backed up, but this is ridiculous. And tonight, they didn't even email me an apology, which now is coming from the post office, because that's who's delivering it, supposedly from yesterday. I haven't gotten it. And because I love y'all so much, I know I don't have that many subscribers, that many viewers or whatever, but I love y'all. And y'all are part of what's keeping me going through what's happening out here in this world today. I mean, y'all really helping me, y'all helping me to get through this stuff, really, because I enjoy what I'm doing. I really enjoy it. But, so anyway, I was just saying that because I love doing these videos, and because I love y'all, and I hope one day when I get this stuff together that you'll love me too. I decided not to eat none of my hoagie. I really, really wanted. I started to just take half of it, since y'all already got a preview of how it looks. I started to eat half. Then I thought about just cutting off a corner. But I said, no, I can survive till tomorrow. I had cooked some cabbage and potatoes and turkey necks Sunday. So I just ate the rest of those today, but I really wanted to eat half of my hoagie. Oh, but I just wanted to get on here to tell y'all that. And I just hope y'all understood what I was saying about Amazon, because I don't even understand myself. But I've been dealing with them for a while. This is the first time I had this problem, but when you're messing with my money, so that's why I'm thinking about just closing this account. And I really don't want to, because I know I'm going to still want things from them. And then when you got the Prime, you don't have to pay for shipping. But this is ridiculous. This is truly ridiculous. Then they tell you to call for the next time, and so I guess tomorrow I got a call, but they'll send me a message saying it was coming today. This is the second day. So either going to give me the merchandise, you're going to give me my money, or I done already canceled my card to get a new card. So now I got to check and make sure, see what's going on. If they don't send none of my merchandise, I got to make sure they put the money back. But I just wanted to tell y'all what was going on, and I'm saving this big fat hoagie for tomorrow. And I will tell the story of how the Italian hoagie got started. And if y'all never had one, I think y'all better, if you like pork, if you eat pork, I think y'all better get one, because y'all don't know what y'all missing. Y'all don't know what y'all missing. And then one other thing I wanted to say is, when I did the video on these noodles, and I just had a thought. Because it's really getting bad out here. And thinking about these women that have all these little kids, that have kids, period, as well as themselves, and times is hard, and it's hard to feed these kids with no money. And even if you get food stamps, you're not always getting enough for it. Even if you're getting enough, a lot of times you don't know how to shop to make the food last for the month, especially if you get a good amount of stamps. And even if you don't, if you learn how to shop a certain way, sometimes, you can make it stretch almost. You can get there if you know how to put it together. You got to go back to the old school, to the old way. But anyway, about the noodles, because they're only 30-something cents, like 36, I think they're like 33 in a dollar store and 35 in Walmart's, but they're not over 35 cents a pack. And all you have to do is heat hot water, fill it up, close it up, let it sit till the water dissolves about a minute or so, and you got your noodles. I mean, now I buy 12 of them. I get 12 because it's quick, it's cheap, and I like them when I don't feel like cooking. And when you have a lot of kids running around, and even Family Dollar is like 3 boxes for $1. But you could really stack up on these noodles. And it'll warm their little stomachs up now that the winter is coming in, for one thing. And it'll give your kids a meal. You got 1 and 2 kids, get 24 packs. Buy some boxes of oatmeal. Buy stuff, not the little packs of oatmeal, but the big boxes, and cook it on the stove, Oatmeal is good in the winter. Cream of wheat. I never did like cream of wheat, but for those who like it, I know that's good too in the winter for you, help to warm your little bellies up. Not just those boxes of cereal. Fix them some grits. Cook up a lot of eggs and give them some grits. When I, when we was coming up, my mom used to like fry hot dogs. And I did too. Until this day, every now and then I fry a hot dog. But anything that'll fill them bellies up, buy some beans. And I don't mean beans in a can, I mean beans in the bag. And season up with some meat. You got a meal that'll feed a couple of them kids. Not those microwave dishes and that you pop in the microwave and in the oven and all that, but you got a lot of little boys running around. You better fix them some beans. Yeah. And don't be ashamed to go get these noodles because they 33 cents. I mean, anything helps now. Anything. Just we in survival mode. You gotta survive when you got all those kids. If it's just you, one person, you can survive. Even with one person, that was hard enough to survive. But when you have a lot of kids running around, you better start learning how to make some hot water bread. Make some soup. Take those, had them turkeys. Make that soup. That's what we used to do. You better go over there and watch Mama T Speaks. She'll show you what to do with that leftover turkey. Ain't nothing like some homemade turkey soup or some homemade chicken soup. Now, what y'all know about all that? What y'all know about that? You better learn today. If you learn today, you will survive tomorrow. And with that being said, y'all, I just want to say, I want to apologize, but I didn't ever say when. I just said the birth of the hoagie was coming soon. But I did save the hoagie so I can show it to you again tomorrow. And tripod or not, I will show it to you. Maybe 1 minute not see my face, and the next minute not see the hoagie, but you know, I gotta just go back and forwards with it. And I'll just save it till tomorrow. Let y'all see it. I'm not gonna eat it on there. I might eat a little piece. It's so big. But for those of y'all that don't like sloppy food or eating sloppy, then it's not for you. Because they always said anything that's sloppy tastes good. So y'all will see what I'm talking about tomorrow. And I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on and see how y'all doing and relieve my brain because I mean I've been dealing with this ever since Saturday. And matter of fact, I was dealing with them on Saturday until about 2 o'clock in the morning because it was late when I finalized the order for the freezer and checked my card. I said, "Uh-oh, danger! What's going on? They done took too much, and I haven't seen nothing yet." And they're saying they don't see anything either. But yet and still, I'm supposed to get 2 deliveries in 2 days, and ain't nothing happened yet. So until tomorrow, y'all, I'll let y'all know what happens. But I'm not gonna sit around and wait for the deliveries. I'm not gonna sit around and wait. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do tomorrow and take care of business at the same time. Trust me, cause we are 2020 survivors. Yes, we are. So with that being said, I just want to tell y'all again to stay covered up. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat, and your hands. You know, wintertime is here now. It's getting cold, cold, cold. So you don't have no excuse not to wrap that neck up. I know I've been throwing that heavy scarf around it. Even though all this stuff is getting out of hand, it's with these masks, but you gotta be strong. We just gotta do it. We gotta do it. Stay 6 feet away and keep them hands sanitized. And if you don't have a sanitizer, use that soap and keep cleaning off your surfaces, your doorknobs, and your mailbox, and everything. Just wipe it all down. And if you've been doing it all along, you know, just do it even more often. Because it's not easy. Because on the other hand, other people are playing games with you. I was feeling guilty about the Amazon as far as these all these transactions, because I'm saying I know that I put the other stuff in the save box or whatever you call it, and it seems like they picked out what they wanted me to pay for because I had other things in the boxes. So why did these two particular things, you know, and they took out for the washer. But I never seen where they had put it through for it to be delivered. But they took out for it. And at the same time, it was telling me to update my card. But they'd already taken the money. And I've been waiting 2 days for two things, but it never came. I've been waiting past 9 p.m. And at the same time, hungry. Well, not really hungry because I ate the cabbage and all. But I so wanted to do the video on the hoagie and then sit back and eat it later. Oh well, that's life, y'all. We just gotta roll with the punches. And it seems like I do that very well. Sometimes I just surprise myself. I truly surprise myself. But the Lord has got his hand on me. Oh, the Lord has got his hand on me. No matter what I've done, and no matter where I've been, the Lord has got his hand on me. Nobody watches over me like him. Oh, nobody watches over me like him. Oh, y'all, let me stop. I just had to do that to make me feel better because y'all don't know. I was just sitting in here going through it, looking from the window to the phone, from the window to the phone, from the window, looking at that track, and it was getting closer and closer. Nothing came, not even an apology, but that's the way of the world. So we just got to deal with it. We got to trust in the Lord. As long as you got God in you, you can make it. You can survive. So to all my 2020 survivors, that's why I finally named this channel 2020 Survivors. Because if we're still here today and we're still here tomorrow, that means we're surviving. So with that being said, y'all like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you'll be notified of another video. I love y'all.